Let's read.
Rosie Raccoon's Rock and Roll Raft by Barbara deRubertis. Illustrated by R.W. Alley. Read by Ben Hobbs. Rattle, bang, rumble, crash. Rosie Raccoon was raising a ruckus in her backyard. "What's that racket?" called Rosie's father. "Are you all right, Rosie?" called her mother. Rosie ran to her parents. She was grubby, she was grimy, her shorts were ripped, her shirt was torn, but she was grinning from ear to ear. "I'm building a raft," she reported, "and I have to work fast. The Rocky River Raft Race is in 4 days. 3 of my friends are building rafts too. Everyone in Alphabeti's class will be there." "No wonder you're in such a hurry," said Rosie's father. "Is there any way we can help?" asked Rosie's mother. "Thanks for offering," said Rosie, "but the rule is that kids must build their own rafts. Now, I really need to get back to work," Rosie said, rushing away. For the next 3 days, Rosie worked hard. She tied logs together with rope, she hammered boards across the logs, and she made an oar. All the while, she listened to her favorite music genre, rock and roll. The afternoon before the race, Rosie was ready to give her raft a name. "My raft will rock over the river rocks and roll through the rapids," she said proudly. Grinning, Rosie painted a bright red sign, Rosie's Rock and Roll Raft. To celebrate, Rosie's parents surprised her with her favorite supper, roasted red peppers with rice and carrot muffins with raisins. They all sat on Rosie's raft while they ate, and Rosie could not have been happier. But when Rosie woke up the next morning, she was terrified. "What if I drop my oar?" she thought. "What if I get stuck on the rocks? What if I fall off my raft?" "Don't worry," said Rosie's parents. "You are ready for this race. Just have fun and remember to rock and roll." Rosie and her parents drove to the river in her father's trusty old truck. Alphabeti, the rest of the class, and some parents were gathering on the shore. The other rafters had already arrived. They were pushing their rafts into the water. Jeremy Jackrabbit had a narrow raft. Gertie Gorilla had a fancy raft. Oliver Otter had a round raft. Rosie looked at her raft. It was strong. She smiled. Then she repeated to herself, "Just have fun and remember to rock and roll." Rudy Rooster called the racers to the starting line. "Remember to watch out for roller coaster rapids," he warned. "Now ready, set, rock-a-doodle-doo!" The race was on. Everyone ran along the riverbank, cheering loudly. Over and over, Alphabeti called out, "Remember roller coaster rapids! Be careful!" Jeremy rowed so fast his oar was a blur. Gertie used her oar to push away from rocks. Oliver tried to keep from spinning around. Rosie was far behind them. She muttered, "My raft is strong, but I need to go faster." Then they arrived at roller coaster rapids. The roaring, rushing water bounced the rafts up and down. What a tough and rowdy ride. It really was like a roller coaster. Suddenly, Jeremy dropped his oar. Gertie got stuck in branches near the shore. Oliver's raft was spinning around and around in a whirlpool. He got so dizzy, he fell off. Everyone helped rescue the stranded rafters. Then, Alphabeti called out, "Where's Rosie?" Rosie's raft was stuck on a rock. "Now what do I do?" she wondered. Rosie thought quickly. "I know! It's time to rock and roll!" Carefully, Rosie began to rock and roll. Back and forth, back and forth. Creak! The raft lurched forward. Rosie was in the race again. Rosie rocked around the other rocks. She rolled through the rest of the rapids, and then she saw it, the red ribbon at the finish line. Rosie raised her oar above her head and broke the red paper ribbon. Everyone chanted, "Rosie! Rosie! Rosie!" Her proud parents helped pull her raft to the side of the river. Rosie grinned at them. "You were right," she said. "All I had to do was rock and roll." Then Rosie Raccoon and her friends did a rockin' victory dance on Rosie's Rock and Roll Raft. The end. Fun facts about raccoons. Raccoons are native to both North and South America. They live in wooded areas and also in cities. Raccoons are easily recognized by their black face masks and their black rings on their tails. Raccoons like many different kinds of food, including nuts, fruits, insects, worms, fish, and garbage. And did you know raccoons' front feet look a little like human hands? They can use them to open jars, trash cans, or even doors.